Alpha, now that the Descendant Core is here, I'll begin my debrief. Key points to cover include defense against the Vulgus invasion and the search for Corell's missing fleet. First, our defense operation against the invasion is going well, but as we continue attrition warfare, supplies and ammunition are becoming increasingly scarce. It's got to the point where I'm not sure if the enemy is targeting strategic positions or our ammunition stockpiles. The Desleo Armory is working hard, but our ammo production isn't keeping up with consumption.
If that really is their objective, it's a successful one so far. And what about our side? Do we know where that force was originated from?
We've mobilized all of our reconnaissance assets here at the Kingston radar station, but we can't find anything out of the ordinary. Alpha, now might be a good time to reevaluate the plan I submitted. We've already identified an important clue from Amon's message. This grand invasion is headed to the origin of all wars. The only place in Ingress that qualifies is Sigma Sector, the land of annihilation. It's where the Vulgus and the Colossi first appeared over 100 years ago.
Now, you need to drop this. Sigma Sector is where the void erosion is at its worst. The void storms there turn all matter amorphous in seconds. The Vulgus are no exception to this. Of course, it's possible that the Vulgus used the Ironheart to assist them, but if they had, the energy would have been detected by our radar. You're just trying to make your theory fit your requirements. Unless Corell wants to die, there's no reason for him to have gone to Sigma Sector.
Enzo, why don't you trust me?
It's not about trust, Nell. It's about common sense.
But if the answer we're looking for is beyond the boundaries of common sense, the problem will never be solved. We have investigated almost everywhere in Ingress and no trace of Corell's fleet has been found. But the enemy invasion shows no signs of weakening, and now they're even using Ancestors' technology. We can't rely on a common sense approach any longer. We have to think outside the box. Nell, I'm officially adopting your plan. You'll have authority over troop deployment and operational details for now.
Alpha, are you serious? More importantly, Nell, are you really planning to send troops into Sigma Sector?
See? It really is about trust. No matter how unorthodox my plan seems, I am not going to blindly order troops to their deaths. As for dispatching the Recon Corps, that will come once we've observed the energy signatures of Sigma Sector from the outside.
But we don't have that kind of reconnaissance asset. We can't even observe them with the wideband deceive here at the Kingston radar station.
Well, naturally, our tools will need to be outside the box as well. This operation will utilize the Eye of Truth, the Vulgus observation device in the White Knight Gulch. I'll pass along the details from Albion. You need to go and ready your gear.
What? My gear?
You heard Alpha. I'm in charge of troop deployments and operational details. I'd like you to take over field command in the White Knight Gulch. And for the record, this request isn't personal.
Enzo is perfect for this kind of mission. Good call, Nell.
I understand. I'll get moving.
I have seen everything. The salvation of two worlds. Descendant, you have destroyed the Ironheart and preserved the balance of the dimensions. But the war is not yet over. Corel has vanished with the remaining Iron Hearts, and we do not know where he might have gone. Humanity has pursued this to the bitter end, and finally uncovered a brutal truth.
Descendant, this mission will require all the strength you have. Go with Enzo and head to the White Knight Gulch.
It really isn't anything personal, right?
It isn't personal.
Good. You're here. I've just received the operation details from Nell. This operation is definitely unconventional. I couldn't believe it myself that we'll be utilizing Vulgus biostructures. But once I read the report on the Eye of Truth from the Medical Corps, I understood. Not only can you see all of Ingress with the eye, apparently it's also capable of visual observation across dimensions and into the void. In other words, it could theoretically see through the void storms in Sigma Sector and analyze a variety of energy signatures. To think that the Vulgus were observing Ingress and humanity with a device like this, it's pretty ominous. But if we can use it to our advantage, that's a different story. The problem is, the White Knight Gulch has fallen back into Vulgus hands, and we also disabled the Eye of Truth in a previous operation. So, the first objective of the operation is for myself and the Descendant Corps to temporarily occupy the White Knight Gulch and restore the Eye of Truth. We're short on time, so if you have any questions, let's talk about them on the way to the operation area. Oh, and by the way, Nell asked 2 more Descendants to join us, Eugen and Bunny. Eugen is essential to the restoration of the Eye of Truth, but I'm not sure why she chose Bunny. Anyway, while I'm getting ready to head out, please check in on Eugen and Bunny.
Nell, I'll pay for the suit. Can't we keep this a secret from the military police? I don't want to do disciplinary training again.
It's not about the cost, Bunny. It's about the unauthorized use of ultimate equipment and development, which is a serious military offense. All right. If this mission is successful, I'll let you off the hook.
You're just in time. Please, can you tell my dear Manto to quit it? She thinks she's still the captain of the Medical Corps. She's making a huge fuss and trying to take my place on the mission, even though I know the White Knight Gulch the best. Can you match everything in the bundle of optic nerves in the Eye of Truth? I can do it with my eyes closed.
Okay. Well, can you forget the memory of what happened to your teammates when you close your eyes? I heard you still wake up screaming in pain in the middle of the night. Valby told me all about it. You might deny it, but trauma takes time to process and recover from. I know what happened there. Please, don't push yourself, Jin. And, to be quite honest, I'm more familiar with the White Knight Gulch than you are. I spent a lot of time there looking for Daya.
Captain.
I'm not your captain anymore. I'm asking you, as someone who cares about you, let me take your place.
Damn it. All right. Actually, I wasn't confident that I could do it either.
Yeah, you don't have anything to prove. I'm sure Daya felt the same way. So, you can give me information about the Eye of Truth through Maya Sieve. I'm a little nervous about going on a Medical Corps mission after such a long break.
I'm sure your years of experience will see you right, but please be careful. And thank you for your concern.
I like it when you listen to me. See you later.
Ah! Why is everyone taking so long? Are we ever going to start this mission where we fix what we broke? You know what? I'll go first.
Bunny, wait! Oh, seriously. All personnel involved in the Eye of Truth recapture operation, please report to your assigned locations. Over.
Ajax, start the engine. We're going to the area where the RK receptors are most concentrated. There are a lot of Vulgus there. Eugen was right to worry.
If the other descendants can distract the enemy forces in other zones, we should be able to investigate them all. Lepik, I'm counting on you for fire support. Biessa, work with other descendants to create a diversion for us.
See you on the other side, Viessa. Maybe you can make me some shaved ice when we get back.
Don't you ever get tired of eating that? Protect the Professor and Glay.
Is this the place?
Daya.
Glay! They imprisoned descendants in these?
They know we're here.
Please.
They're dead!
There's too many of them! Glay! Ajax!
Go! We need an evac now!
Glay, we gotta get out of here. There's more of them than we thought. Glay, you listening? We gotta go now or...
Using.
damn it. Hurry up! Hey! Come on! There's no time! What is it?
Descendant, can you hear me? Sorry about the unexpected detour to Kingston. Ajax and Glade's team is pinned down and needs Descendant reinforcements. You're the closest support unit I can send. They say they've rescued someone from an RK receptor who appears to be a Descendant. Nell is going to question this unidentified individual. It'll be a confusing and difficult situation for everyone. But I'm most concerned about Glay. I'm sure you must have heard. Daya has been fighting for the Vulgus. And it's not just Daya. The Vulgus scum have been using those RK receptors to create their own descendants. Descendants against descendants. I thought Jeremy would be the last one. I'm going to evaluate all of the intel we've gathered and consider our next move. Then I'll hand it over to you. Help Nell keep a close eye on our unidentified individual to make sure they've not been brainwashed by the Vulgus.
We're going to begin interrogation of the unidentified descendant. You can release their restraints, but if they show any signs of suspicious behavior, please subdue them immediately. We don't have much time, so I will get straight to the point. Are you a Vulgus?
Vulgus? Do you refer to those demons? Blasphemy. My name is Serena Antonietta. I'm a proud survivor and a righteous descendant of mankind. Now I ask, who may you be? An exorcist knight of Kingston? A Hagios crusader? No. You bear no armor. Then, are you one of the sons of Vespers?
What on earth are you talking about? This is no time for games.
Nell, wait. I know that name. I came across it in an extremely old archive. Serena Antonietta was a knight registered as a descendant during the apocalypse. She was one of the very first descendants.
One of the early generation descendants? That's unbelievable.
I do not know to whom you speak. But if you can send word to the Albion Fortress Monastery, you will find someone there who can vouch for my identity. You must have heard of Descendant Rayleigh, yes? He is my brother in arms. No, not only a brother in arms. Someone I can share my heart with. Oh, no matter. You can ask any of the descendants, including Rayleigh.
There's no doubt in her eyes. She doesn't seem to be lying. How is this possible? Serena Antoinetta, assuming that you are not a Vulgus, I will be honest with you. First Descendant Rayleigh died during the apocalypse. Your memories seem to be fixed to that time.
Rayleigh is dead.
This must be very confusing for you. But if you can remember anything at all, please share it with us.
We were on an expedition to the Land of Annihilation.
The Land of Annihilation. Yes. That was the name for Sigma Sector back then.
That is where the calamities began. And where the demons emerged. We thought reclaiming the Land of Annihilation would end the nightmare. However, our crusade failed. We were outnumbered, and the storm of death swept over us.
What happened after that?
I have no memory of anything further. Only that it was cold and dark. Not else.
That must be when they first imprisoned the Arche-wielders in the receptors. My goodness. Serena, while I'm not fully convinced, for the moment I will take you at your word that you are who you claim to be. We will conduct a thorough investigation in Albion. Please remain here. I will send a request to HQ for permission for you to enter Albion.
They are all dead? But why am I...
Ah, there you are. Sorry for all the trouble. Glay's in bad shape. She's been having trouble breathing and showing symptoms of Arche overload. But
My mind is clearer than ever. Dia is alive. You all saw her, right? Dia is alive. That's enough for now. It's all I could have wished for. I know you all thought she was dead. And so did I. I only wanted to find something of her, so that I could finally bury her. A bone, or even a lock of hair would have been enough. We all saw her alive, didn't we? I couldn't ask for anything more as a mother right now. I'm just so happy. I can't help it.
Glay.
Dia, I've missed you so much. My darling daughter.
You deserve more, Glay. Now that you know she's alive, it's time you held her again. I'll stand with you until the end, Glay.
I never thought I'd say this, but thank you, Ajax.
Damn it. Oh, I didn't realize you'd returned. My brain is fried trying to wrap my head around this operation. Give me a minute. First of all, based on the information we have so far, we assume that Sigma Sector is a strategic location which is a top priority for the Vulgus. They didn't retreat there just because they needed a place to hide after losing the fortress. Sigma Sector is a much older and far more important garrison than we realized. The Vulgus have been holding Arche wielders prisoner there, and turning them into Vulgus versions of descendants. Since even early descendants like Serena are trapped in the receptors, it seems Corell's plan was already in motion even as far back as her time. We need to find out what that plan is. Going forward, instead of localized reconnaissance, we'll focus operations on the Arche receptors, Vulgus descendants, and the ones we've codenamed Oblivions. We need to know what the Vulgus were doing with the Arche wielders, how they awakened Arche abilities, anything and everything. We're sending all descendants to Sigma Sector, except for those defending Albion or on standby for intercept battles. Oh, and someone get Serena in a sieve terminal to help her acclimate to the present day.
No idea.
She must be completely overwhelmed. She was sealed in a receptor for 100 years. 100 years. Serena's cooperation is essential for this operation. We need to understand how she broke out of her receptor and resisted being controlled by the Vulgus. This will be crucial in dealing with the Oblivions. I want to resolve this as soon as possible.
Alpha, wouldn't Kyle be the best person to teach Serena how to use an Asive terminal? He makes it so easy to understand. Now, this is how you click, Luna.
Well, the lady might freak out if she sees you. So I guess I should go.
What? Your magnetic tin can suit will scare her more. Wanna bet?
Wait. What is this? Is it real?
Hello, Serena. I am Guide, an archaeogenetic recognition interface.
Genetic What?
It is understandable that you are confused. For you, time has only just started again. During your stay here, I will teach you, gradually, about you and our mission. Ah, Descendant. Thank you for the Eceive terminal. It will be a great help for Serena to understand this era. In the meantime, I should analyze the data I need while synchronizing with Serena. Serena's arche is special. It allowed her to break free of the Vulgus control and return to mankind.
How fascinating. A spirit. But it does not appear to be a ghost.
It may take a little longer to synchronize with Serena, but please, do not worry. Focus on the mission in Sigma Sector. The success of the operation is important, but most of all, I hope we can rescue Glay's daughter. We will need to analyze Serena's arche to achieve that. Leave this to me, Descendant. Serena, I am not a spirit. Do you understand? I am an archaeogenetic recognition interface. Descendants who are linked to me can communicate with me wherever arche is present. I have many features that can assist you. You can use me to learn about the time that has passed.
Oh, I see. What do I press to make it work? Here.
This may take longer than I thought. This is a new experience for me as well. It seems we will both require a little luck, Descendant. You need to learn more about the arche receptors and the Oblivions.
Descendant, I have compiled information on the test subjects and Oblivions who have been transferred to Albion. Not everyone who was trapped in the arche receptors are Descendant level. They have arche, but not at a level that can be weaponized. I was worried that the Vulgus could mass-produce Oblivions, but it seems that awakening arche is just as difficult for them as it was for us. The problem is that for the people who were trapped in the receptors, and the Descendants who were turned into Oblivions, their DNA cannot be repaired because of the fusion with Vulgus cells. The medical corps are doing everything they can, but they're struggling to sustain even basic life functions of patients separated from the receptors. All we can do is identify who these patients were and allow them to pass on among other members of humankind. I'm very worried about Glay. She finally found Daya, and now this has happened. I'm not even sure we can capture Daya alive. The data we have shows that Daya currently has the highest level of arche among the Oblivions. She's so powerful that it may be best if you avoid engaging her on the battlefield. Glay will be very disheartened if she finds out, so we should keep this secret for the time being. Wait. Tactical Transport 7! You are not authorized to activate your engines! What are you doing? Transport 7, please respond! Oh no. Descendant, I need you to find out what is happening.
I'm sorry, but I already knew that it would be difficult to repair Daya's DNA. But surely you must have also realized that I have no intention of giving up.
Captain! Wait!
Jin, are you going to try and stop me again? You know it's no use. I'm not giving up on Daya. No matter how futile it seems, I'm going after her.
I know! That's why I need you to listen. Transport 7 is a new model with an autopilot capability. When we rescued Serena, HQ set its landing site to Kingston. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you fly this thing out, they'll stop you. I'll show you where the autoplanes are, the ones that don't have autopilot. Captain Harris wanted me to tell you that she's sorry. And I'm sorry too. I won't give up this time, no matter what happens. I'll find a way to restore Daya and the other Oblivions. And I'm not just saying that. There's something I discovered while analyzing the members of my squad who were transformed into Vulgus. If it works, we can completely separate Vulgus cells from human DNA. I'll send the details to you as well, Captain, just in case.
The Red Arms. They've been guiding us all the way. I'll be back, Jin. Until the very end.
Serena, Glay should be headed your way. Please stop her. What happened with Glay? Did you detain her?
I did not. In truth, I had no desire to stop her.
Huh?
They say that when a parent loses their child, time stops for them. It appears I was not the only one here who is frozen in time. We are finally able to move through time again, Glay and I. None shall prevent our passage. But if you have the means to prevent it, why not instead arm me to aid it with this modern technology, as you call it?
What do you mean?
You all know that I broke free from Receptor under my own will. As I am still alive and well, my arche must contain some kind of unique element. If we can harness this possible advantage, restoring the Oblivions may not be the impossible task we believe it to be. To do so, I must be able to use my arche again. Please grant me the permission to unlock its secrets, HQ.
But that...
Request granted, Serena. Ordnance, check the equipment records for the early generation descendants. There should be something in there about the weapon that Serena used. I'll ask Anais to activate the prime hands. Serena's arche will need to be adjusted to link with modern technology.
Alpha...
Nell, this entire operation was initiated based on little more than the trust I put in your theory. I think we can put rational judgment aside for now and trust in the potential of our descendants. Serena, acclimatize yourself to our modern world as quickly as you can, and pursue Glay. The rest of you will move in the opposite direction and search for Daya and the Oblivions. If we're going to reclaim Sigma Sector, we won't be able to avoid engaging the Oblivions. In which case, we might as well face them head on. You're all ready for that, correct?
Leave it with me, sir.
Understood. All units, prepare for deployment.
HQ, I feel confident. I am confident. However, how does one fly this tactical transport? This contraption still confuses. Is this what I pressed for?
I've injected the spiral catalyst.
Hold her with all of your strength. I shall begin.
Be careful. Her heart rate is dropping. The cells are dying off too quickly. Daya, stay with me. We're so close. Daya? Daya? Daya, it's okay. Mom is here.
Initiate. This war was initiated long ago.
Serena, thank you for taking care of Daya. I am truly grateful.
The nursing of a slumbering friend is familiar to me. My memories return to me in flashes. I once nursed Rayleigh in this way, as he lay, wounded.
Rayleigh? I can't believe that the hero who was the first person to intercept a Colossus was your friend.
Yes. He holds many firsts. The first to intercept a Colossus. The first to claim my heart.
Serena.
My desire to see Rayleigh again is strong. But at this moment, I most long to see Daya awaken. And if it persists in her memory, I desire to know what happened to us. There were early descendants in Sigma Sector, sealed away like myself. This is proof that Corell's plan proceeded unimpeded for 100 years. It appears Oblivions were central to the plans of Corell. If that is so, Daya and I may have retained some of what he ordered.
I'm certain we can do this. After all, we've regained the time we've lost. Both you and I.
My desire to see her awake is not solely so I may question her. When Daya wakes, shall I be introduced as a friend? I have no others with whom to feel close.
Of course you will. Serena, I know Daya will like you. Just as much as I do.
Thank you, Glay. I await your return to us, Daya.